Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Members, I'm going to start out by going out on a little bit of a limb here and pointing out the obvious, which is nobody in this body, back rows included, wants to see people who commit violent crimes loosed on the streets. And you know what? Also, I don't want to debate our personal feelings about the death penalty either, because this isn't what we're really talking about. I do want to talk about how this bill does violate the Constitution. More directly, it violates the 8th Amendment. And I know an executive order was mentioned, and I am not a lawyer, country or city, but as I understand how this works, executive orders don't amend amendments, right? So this bill is going to violate the Constitution, which I can only assume will lead to people suing. And when people sue our state over the laws that are passed in this body, it's not like it comes out of the pockets of the legislature. It comes out of the pockets of the people we are supposed to be representing. So they're going to have to pay to defend a bill that we know is violating the Constitution. So why are we doing this? Why are we even discussing this situation? And especially since it's not even our situation to discuss, right? Some of us sound like Congress people right now, because this is a bill that should be debated in Congress. It is their job to take care of immigration laws and enforcement. And again, we're going to be billing our citizens to defend this bill, and we're also going to be billing them to enforce this bill, because we're going to take much needed funding from our state to do the federal government's job. We're going to subsidize the federal government. And it's going to also cost our state in revenue loss. The impact it's going to have on our industries, one of which is very important to my district, tourism, can't be quantified right now. We won't know what it's going to do until it happens. And I'm not just talking about the loss of workers. I'm also talking, I lived in a border state. I lived in Arizona. And back before 9/11, if we wanted to go back and forth to Mexico, we'd have to go through checkpoints. Are people going to have to checkpoint themselves into Florida when they come to visit us? How is this going to work? We don't know. It's ambiguous. We don't know because it's ambiguous. Another thing that might be litigated. Who knows? We don't know. So we don't know the impact it's going to have on our state financially. So I'm really asking that we just reconsider this bill, let the federal government figure it out, put the taxpayer money into the state of Florida for things that really matter, and vote down on this bill. Thank you.